Me again. So, I just like, other than the things that I said before, I just feel like I need to vent. And the venting, like for me, I'm gonna try to be as not mean as I can. And the thing is that I just don't really know what I want to say, but I need to vent. And like I tried to write, and I did write a little bit, but like I did, my mouth and my brain are just going a million miles a minute right now, and so I just like need to talk about this. And I really don't care if anybody watches it. I just feel like it's important that we get these words out and we really like express what's going on with us. And I think that's why I love YouTube so much. I think like Jenna Marbles and Superwoman and Hannah Hart and like Miranda Sings, like all of those are some of my favorite YouTubers, and like I love you guys so much. And I just feel like they just express themselves the way that they need to, and they don't kind of like apologize for it. And I think that's where I'm coming from when I'm talking about dance, is like there's an expectation. There's like some kind of expectation of you doing the right thing, like, and the way that like competitive work is, to me, it doesn't make a lot of sense, because the people who aren't in your body are telling you like, okay, so you're gonna have this and this to have to accomplish in your dance, instead of saying what is it that you're going through and how can you express that in the best way. And what we're gonna do is judge you based on how much you've grown. You know, something like that. Like, I would be so down for something like that. Like, competitive dance to me is saying how many people can point their toes and twirl their bodies and land with a perfect fake smile on, so that every fucking person thinks that they're amazing. Like, how many people? Honestly, a lot of people can do that. And the skills to move your body and to do crazy shit with your contortionism is not the value of dance at all. It's just not the value of dance. It's not even close to the value of dance. It's kind of like when you talk to a musician. Like, I love music so much, but like the music that really hits me is the people that like take risks and jump into their art with their heart. Like, I know that sounds so cheesy, but it's true. Like, musicians like John Mayer, Jewel, fucking Sarah Bareilles. Oh my God, what an amazing human being she is. Like, all these people, they're true artists. What they're doing is they're taking their experiences and they're using instruments and their mouth and like their vocals to express what they're feeling. Ed Sheeran, good God, you're hot. Like, these people, they are expressing themselves in this way that's just like, oh my God. And that's why their stuff is so inspiring and beautiful and people love it, because they have not said to themselves, the media, the people out there, this face that's in front of me wants me to do a certain thing and I'm going to follow it. That's what competition dance to me is. We see what the media wants. We see what these people are saying they would like to see. And then, and I say we, but like I should say competitive dancers, the competitive dance idea. Like, I don't think that, let me just get something straight real quick. I don't think that people who are competitive dancers believe and go for what they are doing based on the true. Let me start over. I, under no circumstances, believe that there is a person out there that is a dancer that deep down in their heart doesn't believe what I'm saying. Like, that's what I want to say right now is I don't judge any one of you for doing competitive dance. There's a lot to learn about it, and I don't at all think that I'm the all-knowing of whatever. I'm nobody, but what I'm trying to get at is I see it in a different way, and I want to have this conversation. So please understand that, okay? And talk to me. Like, tell me what you think. Comment below. It's all good. So continuing on my thought, like, the media is out there saying you have to look like this, dance like this, be this person, express like this. You can't do this song with this dance. You can't. Everything has to be done in the emotion of this dance. Like, they have a huge, just like box, like this little, they don't even have a huge box. They have a tiny little box that we have to fit in. And dancers get sucked into that. And what I love is saying, no. That's what I'm saying is there are musicians out there that are proving this every day. They're proving that they're going to express who they are through their heart and with their heart through music. And I'm saying that's what dance should be. That's what dance is to so many people. And then like the media blows it up into this thing where it's like amazing twists and turns, sexy ass body, like amazing boobs, and just like this, they make it this thing that's all about the appearance. That's really what it is. It's all about appearance instead of about growth, about like a deep down exploration of your life and using that exploration with movement, and I think that's why modern dance is my favorite. It has the most profound, incredible history that's all about rebellion against the authoritative dance world, and postmodernism with Trisha Brown and like I don't know, all these amazing Martha Graham, like all these girls, they stood up, and some guys stood up, and the postmodernism dance world was just like phenomenal. There were people performing for presidents and doing like really controversial dances. Like when we were fighting against the Black Crusades, like we were saying, hey, this whole thing about blacks aren't good enough. Like when we were doing that in person with Martin Luther King Jr., there were some people out there like Trisha Brown showing that through dance, and they did it in front of like really high up government people, officials, and I'm not going to be totally clear on my history, but what I'm getting at is like there's no reason in the world for us to keep fitting in the box. We don't need to fit in a box. We get to express ourselves. We get to show the world what we're trying to say about, hey, like, guess what? This new millennium of freaking sweet-ass youth are going to change the world. Like, we have so much to say, and that's like what really frustrates me about competitive dance is it's honing and creating, and I mean, it's just developing and worsening this idea of the media keeping us in a box for what our purpose is. And like if you go back in time and you learn about what dance is, it seriously is a chemical in your body that makes you want to move. Like I'm actually making a piece about it, and I'm probably going to just make another video on that, but if you have the time, you should freaking research Tarantism. Tarantism. It basically means, the description of it is overcoming melancholy through the movement of dance and the uncontrollable urge to dance. Like, the uncontrollable urge to dance. I feel like everybody has a dance inside them, and like the word dance is just like looked at like what I've been talking about, but really the word dance is like express your emotions with the heart and soul of your body. Like, oh my God, come on. Like, why can't we get that through our minds? Why can't we get that through, why can't we like express that, why can't we, not why can't we, but like, why aren't we? Why aren't we? That's really what I want to say. And I think that's why I'm also naming this vlog Amplify, because we sit around and say things to our friends and our family and the people we love, but a lot of times we don't amplify it. We don't put a laptop in front of ourselves and be like, this is what I think. And for me, I don't want to amplify like this vlog to just be a talking thing. I would love to see movement. Like, I would love to see us throw videos on here that really indicate what I'm saying. And I don't think this is just a little conversation about, just like this small idea that I'm saying where we're in a box. Like, we can't just like break the box. That's not how it's going to work. It has to be a very slow development of understanding ourselves and really digging down deep into what I'm talking about that dance is. Like, and I think so many people agree with me, and they totally think the dance is this, but like they don't know how to say it yet. And I don't know how to say it. Like, I'm struggling every second right now to really know what the fuck to say, but like everything that we're feeling, like, I'm gonna say we're not alone. Like, we're just not, you guys. Like, we're right. Like, there's so much more to the movement of our body than, like, the perfect stance. Like, the movement of our body is truly coming from our soul. It's coming from an energy that comes inside us when we're working through our life. And that energy wants to get out. Not necessarily out, but it wants to express. Like, it wants to say, hey, I experienced this, look. And there are a lot of people who will write, they'll draw, they'll make music, they'll be a lawyer, like, whatever they want to do to express what they're thinking and they're going through. And, like, justify it, I guess. But I think that, like, dance is one of those things, and right now dance isn't seen like one of those things. It's seen like like a performance. Like, it's just a performance. Like, no, like, it's not just a performance. Dance is a need. It is a legitimate need in life. Like, and we do it every day in all different kinds of ways. Like, we don't just, like, just because I haven't had a class today doesn't mean I haven't been dancing. Like, I can dance with my thoughts. I can dance with my spirit. I can dance, like, I'm kind of going off subject. But what I'm really getting at is, like, I think that a revolution of dance is in need. And I pretty much have decided I'm not going to stop until something happens. And I'm really excited to see that happen. Like, I am not going to say I'm the first one who thinks this. Like I said, postmodern dance in the 60s through 80s, 90s-ish, there was just a revolution of ballet not being the main deal. Because, like, who goes to a ballet nowadays? I love ballets, do not get me wrong. Like, but what I'm saying is it was so popular, just ballets. Like, they were ridiculously popular. And everybody went to them, and then people, like, and then these like 10 people decided, I'm going to take off my shoes, I'm going to do my thing with my own body, I'm going to be organic, I'm just going to live the feelings, and then that's how I'm going to express myself. Like, and they did that, and that was the start of the first revolution, which I believe is that we really respect dance. I mean, in society, we respect dance. We do. We have, like, 4 different shows on it, more than that. Dance Moms, So You Think You Can Dance, Dancing with the Stars, ABDC. Like, ABDC is over with, but it was there. And, like, all these different things are on the TV, and we respect dance. Like, we think tap dancers are amazing. Like, hip-hop dancers, all b-boys are so highly respected. Like, it's badass. Like, that's the first revolution. But I believe that the second revolution that's coming up and that we really need to start diving into is this thing where we're not saying we're the only ones that can do this. And we're not saying, like, watch me entertain you. We're saying, here's inspiration. Let me inspire you. Let me teach you something through movement. Like, it makes me, like, giddy to think about that, because I've always thought that dance was, like, I could not live without it. Like, I can't live without dance. And I've just always felt like we need to figure out a way to expand upon and blow dance up way more than what it's seen as. And, like, it's really hard to kind of understand and get, but, like, yeah. So I think that's the end of my blog today, but there's so much to say, like, so freaking much. We can change the world through dance, like, we really can. And I'm bound and determined to really prove that in my life. So I think that's it. Till next time.